Hey there, LEGO fans and Potterheads. I am the lawyer in the LEGO shed, and this is the fourth in a series of videos I will be making this year as I build my way through the magical world of LEGO Harry Potter. I've been collecting Harry Potter LEGOs since the line started back in 2001 with the release of the very first movie. And for this video series, I will be building sets that have been part of the more recent waves of Harry Potter LEGO, beginning in 2018 and stopping with the 2003 releases. 2023 releases. My plan is to go in movie order, and so without further ado, let's get started. Our third set is none other than Diagon Alley. This is actually part 2 of the video series on Diagon Alley. This is set number 75978. This set is so large that I broke it into 4 total pieces, and each one of those is going to focus on one of the various instruction books that you receive. I really love this set, but as with many things in the world of Harry Potter LEGO, I had things that I wanted to change. So this is my version of Florean Fortescue's Ice Cream Parlor and Flourish and Blots bookshop. So kind of right off the bat, there's a few things that I want to note here. First off, Florean Fortescue's Ice Cream Parlor and Flourish and Blots are effectively the third instruction book that you deal with in the Diagon Alley set. And these are the 2 shops that you see first, actually immediately to the right when Harry first enters Diagon Alley, all the way back in Sorcerer's Stone. And I'll insert a clip of that here. This set was released in 2020. It has 5,544 pieces, and this is the first time that either of these 2 buildings have been depicted in LEGO form. As you can see, I've made only minor changes to the original model, and my goal here was to remain as faithful as I could to the original source material, but also maintaining as much as I could of the original LEGO version as well. Some of the things that I loved, I have changed basically nothing on Flourish's exterior here. I really loved that they went with this particular version. There's actually multiple versions of this shop, which I'll show a few pictures of here. But I'm really glad that they went with this version from the first movie. It's got a lot of character, a lot of detail, this big, beautiful bay window up here, these fun little dragons off to the side, ornamentation here, these great stickers all along with various references to different wizarding books, the books out front. It's all just really wonderful and very, very inviting when it comes to the set. Also really love the sand green color scheme that they went with here. I also really enjoyed the differences of roofs here. You can kind of see a little bit better when I tip it, but Florean Fortescue's over here has this nice textured roof, which is really fun. We also went with a really nice muted awning, which very much matches the colors that are present in the movie. And then this fun little table that is right at the top here on the second roof line that is really fun. And then, of course, this very cute cafe table and chairs right out front with its bright yellow coloring. As far as the things that I fixed, the most obvious, obviously, is the bright color. In the original model, which I'll show a picture of here again, you can see they went with the tan, which tan is fine, but when we already had the colors available and the pieces, to me, the bright yellow made perfect sense to really just liven up Florean Fortescue's and the overall set as a whole. Then, of course, I also wanted to add the iconic ice cream cone. Obviously, we don't have the twist factor, but I was able to get a lot of the coloring to be the same, not only from some of these kind of unique rounded elements to look like scoops, but one of these fun little dripping cake pieces that came out of the Friends line for the baking series that they did. So really fun to kind of capture all those elements there. Also fixed the window here so that it matched the window down below rather than just the standard issue window that LEGO tends to do in the 1x4. And then I think it's 3 bricks tall. Then I also raised the roof line a little bit so that it was a little bit more similarly heighted with Florian's here, or excuse me, Flourish's, so that you can kind of see it's not as big of a gap between those 2. So as far as the outside, that's really all that ended up getting changed. But there's just so much to like about these 2 together, how beautiful they are in contrast and color, and how engaging they are just as sets. I especially think that the addition of this ice cream cone really helps fill a lot of negative space that was present in that original model. So let's turn us around here and we can take a look at the changes that I've made on the inside. Right away, we'll start with the first floor here of Flourish and Blots. I've made, again, very few changes, but one of the things I noticed underneath this staircase that can open up is I added another little bookcase right here to match the ones that's here and here, because surprisingly, there were not a whole lot of books in this bookshop. So I found yet another way to kind of incorporate that. I also, at the top here, went ahead and replaced both of the tops of the lanterns that are here, are the little lamps, so that they have those nice green, trans green colors to them. You can kind of see there, kind of reminiscent of those old brass and green lamps that you find in reading libraries. And then I added an additional table right here, again, in some negative space that was present in the set, and included one of these fun little old school books. I think this probably was 1,000 Magical Herbs and Fungi, because we've got this nice little kind of piranha plant there, and then some fungi on the back here. And these were all very fun. They opened up, your minifigs couldn't really hold on to them very well, but they were definitely super fun from the original Harry Potter line, all the way back in 2002, 2003. Then when we look over here at Florean's, we can see I've really just basically filled out things that were not as full in the original. I've added a bunch more of these little dishes for the ice cream to be served in, and then added an additional little container for some treats and sprinkles. And then in the window, you can kind of see I've added a bunch more ice cream to be reminiscent not only of the display that's present in the Orlando shops when you go to Diagon Alley, but also what's visible in some of the extra behind-the-scenes footage that's present on different Diagon Alley photographs from the scene and everything. Upstairs, again, the only thing that's really changed is the color, so we have that nice bright yellow that echoes there. Otherwise, the entire set up top remains unchanged for Florean's. So as far as this one, not nearly as many things to be fixed as the Quality Quidditch Supplies set or the Daily Profit set. So I think this one was really well done and ultimately only needed some minor adjustments so that it could kind of end up being a little bit more engaging on the street level as you walk by. As far as the minifigs go, another kind of great lineup here. We've got Mr. Florean, Mr. Fortescue, Florean. He's pretty wonderful for a character that's literally in the series for just mere seconds. Great printing on him. His hairpiece is wonderful. He's even got a little spoon for the dish that he's bringing out, which is effectively a shot-for-shot moment that's happening in the very first one. Then we have Gilderoy Lockhart. He was such a treat to get back. The last time that we had him present in a set was all the way back with the release of the Chamber of Secrets set. So he was yellow for a long time. I'll show some pictures of that here. But we finally got him again in this set for the first time in flesh tones. He's even got his book Magical Me, which opens up. And one of the things that I really appreciated was the sticker so that we could utilize that and know that's what it was. He's even got this wonderful lined cape here, so we have some nice color contrast between his lilac robes and then the gold underneath. And then last of these kind of like wonderful high detail figures here is we have the Daily Prophet photographer. He's got this great little hat piece that previously you had to decide which you wanted to do. If you wanted to have hair, if you wanted to have a hat, but he has got this great hat hair piece. And then a wonderfully printed pinstripe suit, which is really wonderful, as well as his old-fashioned camera. So super fun minifig, again, for a character that's there for all of 3 seconds, it feels like, in the actual movie itself. Ginny and Molly are our final 2 minifigures. I'd say they're probably the most disappointing of the group. One for Molly, you can kind of see here, she does not have any printing on her lower dress piece. It would have been nice to get a full printing there rather than just a non-printed one. And then we have Ginny here, just with her little pink jumper, and then she also carries a Magical Me book. Feels like it was a bit of a missed opportunity here to not have included a Tom Riddle's diary, since with every other figure that comes with this set, we literally can recreate that entire moment and scene. And that seems like a missed chance to just have included that little book. It would have been nice. But aside from that, really a wonderful addition. So much fun to kind of have this one. And that will conclude part 2 in our third set on this journey. If you're interested in following along, please feel free to follow the account. And if there's anything else that you think that I should be covering in these reviews, drop a comment and let me know. So thanks for watching and have an awesome day.